The engines roared, a symphony of power and precision, propelling the spacecraft into the vast unknown. The hum of technology was a constant reminder of the marvels of human ingenuity. Vibrations shook Captain James through his bones, a physical manifestation of the journey he was embarking on. Every shudder of the ship was a testament to the forces at play, forces that were both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Earth shrunk in the viewport, a blue and green marble against the black void. Loneliness washed over him. He was utterly alone. The planet that had been his home, his sanctuary, was now just a distant memory, a speck in the vast cosmos. His mission, to explore the uncharted reaches of the Andromeda Galaxy. A mission filled with promise and peril, where the unknowns far outnumbered the knowns. The journey ahead was long, and the destination was a mystery waiting to be unraveled. Years of training, yet nothing prepared him for the profound isolation of space. Days bled into weeks, weeks into months. The passage of time became a blur, marked only by the routine tasks that kept him grounded in some semblance of normalcy. The vast emptiness of space pressed in, a silent, omnipresent force that seemed to stretch on forever. It was a reminder of his insignificance in the grand scheme of the universe, a humbling realization that both frightened and fascinated him. He filled his days with routine checks, data logs, and the faint hope of discovering something extraordinary. Each task, though mundane, was a lifeline, a way to keep his mind occupied and stave off the creeping sense of isolation. He yearned for connection, for something more than the hum of the ship and the cold, sterile environment. The silence was deafening, a constant reminder of his solitude. He longed for the warmth of human interaction, for the simple comfort of another's presence. His thoughts drifted back to Earth, to the life he left behind, to the warmth of human interaction. Memories of family and friends, of laughter and love, played in his mind like a distant echo. They were his anchor, his connection to a world that now seemed so far away. A distress signal, faint but definitely there. His heart pounded. The signal was weak, almost lost in the vastness of space, but it was unmistakable. It was a call for help, a beacon of hope amidst the cold, indifferent stars. He had been drifting for days, the monotony of space travel wearing on his spirit. But now this signal brought a surge of adrenaline, a purpose, a break in the monotony. The endless void, once a silent companion, now seemed alive with possibilities. He gazed at the distant galaxies, their light a reminder of the countless stories unfolding across the universe. Each star a potential adventure, a mystery waiting to be unraveled. He locked onto the signal, his fingers danced over the controls, the spaceship's systems coming to life with a hum. The radar screen displayed the coordinates, and he set a course. The journey would be long, but his resolve was unwavering. He had to know who or what was out there. It led him to a derelict spaceship, drifting silently in the void. The ship was ancient, its exterior battered and broken. It was a ghost ship, a relic from a forgotten time. He wondered about its crew, their fate, and the events that led to its current state. Cautiously, he boarded the unknown vessel. His pulse quickened. The air inside was stale, the corridors dark and foreboding. Every step echoed, a reminder of the emptiness that surrounded him. He had to be careful. The ship could be unstable, and he was alone. This was his first contact with the unknown. Alien technology, unlike anything he had ever seen, lined the walls. It was both fascinating and terrifying. He felt a mix of fear and excitement, knowing that he was treading where few had before. He moved through the derelict ship, his footsteps echoing in the silence. Wires sparked. The ship seemed to be on the brink of collapse. Its systems failing, he had to move quickly but carefully. The sense of urgency was palpable. Consoles flickered with dying light. The ship's power was failing, and he knew he didn't have much time. He scanned the area, looking for any signs of life or clues about what had happened here. He found her in the medical bay. The room was eerily quiet, the only sound the faint hum of failing machinery. She lay there, motionless, a figure of otherworldly beauty amidst the decay. An alien woman, her skin a shimmering blue, her eyes closed in what seemed like a deep sleep. She was unlike anything he had ever seen, a being from another world. Her presence was both a mystery and a revelation. She was injured, her breathing shallow. He could see the pain etched on her face, the struggle for life. He knew he had to act fast if he was to save her. He had to help her. With a sense of urgency, he began administering first aid using whatever resources he had. His training kicked in, and he worked methodically, determined to stabilize her conditions. He carried her back to his ship, a sense of responsibility washing over him. She was now his charge, and he would do everything in his power to ensure her survival. As he made his way back, he couldn't help but wonder about her story, her people, and the events that led to their fateful encounter. The stars, once indifferent, now seemed to hold a promise of new beginnings. He nursed her back to health. Her name was Lyra. She had crash-landed on his ship, injured and disoriented. He couldn't leave her to fend for herself in the vast, cold expanse of space. With every passing day, he watched her strength return, her eyes filled with gratitude and curiosity. Her language was a series of musical tones, yet they found ways to communicate. At first it was difficult, but they soon developed a system of gestures and expressions. The musical tones she produced were mesmerizing, like a symphony of the stars. He found himself enchanted by the melodies that conveyed her thoughts and emotions. She was a scholar, her ship a vessel of knowledge exploring the cosmos. Her mission was to gather information about different civilizations and their histories. Her dedication to her work was evident in the way she meticulously documented everything. She had traveled light years from her home planet, driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge. He learned about her world, a planet bathed in the light of two suns where life took on forms beyond human comprehension. The flora and fauna were unlike anything he had ever seen, vibrant and teeming with energy. She described the twin suns' dance across the sky, casting a kaleidoscope of colors that painted her world in perpetual twilight. They spent hours sharing stories, experiences, and dreams. He told her about his childhood on Earth, the places he had visited, and the people he had met. She shared tales of her adventures across the galaxy, the wonders she had witnessed, and the challenges she had faced. Their conversations were a bridge between two worlds, bringing them closer with each passing moment. He taught her about Earth, its history, its beauty, its flaws. He showed her holographic images of Earth's landscapes, from the towering mountains to the vast oceans. He spoke of humanity's achievements and its mistakes, the wars and the peace, the love and the loss. She listened intently, her eyes wide with wonder and empathy. She showed him constellations he had never seen, told him legends of celestial beings and cosmic events. Her stories were filled with magic and mystery, tales of ancient gods and cosmic battles. She pointed out stars and nebulae, each with its own story, its own significance. He was captivated by the richness of her culture and the depth of her knowledge. He found himself drawn to her, her gentle nature, her sharp intellect, her alien beauty. Her presence was a soothing balm to his soul, a beacon of light in the darkness of space. He admired her resilience, her courage, and her unwavering spirit. She was unlike anyone he had ever met, and he couldn't help but fall for her. Love blossomed in the most unexpected corner of the universe. Amidst the stars and the void, they found solace in each other. Their bond transcended the boundaries of their worlds, a testament to the power of love and connection. Together they navigated the challenges of their interstellar romance, forging a path through the cosmos, hand in hand. A year passed, their bond deepened. They were inseparable, two souls intertwined in the vast expanse of space. Then came the news. Lyra was pregnant. He was going to be a father. Joy, fear, and excitement warred within him. A baby, his baby, a child born of two worlds, a testament to their love. The birth was complicated. Their physiology, so different, presented challenges. But Lyra was strong. Their baby, a girl, was born healthy, her skin a blend of his earth tone and Lyra's celestial blue. They named her Nova, for she was their star, born in the vast expanse of space. Their little family complete. Section 5. Abduction. Silence grips the ship. Nova was their universe. She grew, her laughter echoing through the ship, her curiosity as boundless as space itself. One day, silence. Nova was gone. The nursery was empty. Panic seized him. He searched the ship, his heart pounding in his chest. Where was she? What had happened? He found a message, a holographic projection flickering faintly. A creature, reptilian in appearance, its eyes cold and calculating. It held Nova, a tiny figure in its clawed hand. A ransom demand. A rare mineral found only on Lyra's home planet. They were leaving with Nova. He had one chance to save his daughter. Section 6. Desperate measures, a father's resolve. Despair threatened to consume him. He had to get Nova back. He would move heaven and earth, or rather stars and galaxies, to save his daughter. He contacted Lyra. Her grief mirrored his own. They had to work together. Time was running out. He set course for Lyra's homeworld. The journey was fraught with danger. Asteroid fields, gravitational anomalies, the ever-present threat of the unknown. But he pushed on, fueled by the thought of Nova, her infectious laughter, her tiny hand clutching his finger. He would face any peril to bring her home. Section 7. Whispers in the void. A glimmer of hope. The journey was long, agonizingly slow. He worked tirelessly, repairing damaged systems, navigating treacherous hyperspace routes. He refused to rest, driven by the image of his daughter's face. He picked up a faint signal. A beacon! Could it be? He followed the signal, his heart pounding in his chest. It led him to a remote outpost, a haven for interstellar travelers. He showed Nova's image, a desperate plea for information. An old, wizened alien, his eyes filled with a knowing sadness, confirmed his fears. He knew the kidnappers. He knew where they were taking Nova. Section 8. Confrontation, a tense standoff. The kidnappers' lair was a desolate asteroid, riddled with tunnels and caverns. He infiltrated their base, his every sense on high alert. He could hear Nova crying. His heart ached. He had to reach her. He had to be strong. He found them, the reptilian creatures, their eyes glowing menacingly in the dim light. And there, in a makeshift cage, was Nova, her face streaked with tears. He confronted the kidnappers, his voice low, dangerous. He offered them the mineral, his only concern, the safe return of his daughter. Section 9. Reunion, tears of joy and relief. The exchange was tense, fraught with the possibility of violence. But finally Nova was in his arms. He held her close, his heart overflowing with relief. She was safe. He had done it. He returned to the ship, Nova safe and sound. Lyra was waiting. Their reunion was one of tears, relief, and overwhelming love. Nova, oblivious to the danger she had been in, giggled and reached for her mother. They were a family, whole and safe once more. Section 10. Homeward bound, a family forged in stars. With heavy hearts, they left Lyra's home world, their adventure coming to an end. Nova, a true child of the cosmos, pointed excitedly at the stars, babbling in her own unique language. He looked at his daughter, his heart filled with love and gratitude. He set course for Earth, eager to share his extraordinary story, to introduce his daughter to his world. He had left Earth a solitary explorer. He was returning a father, his heart overflowing with love. His daughter, a testament to the boundless possibilities that lay beyond the stars.